Good morning everyone, and welcome back to the online class, right? So as we have started our new chapter, that is the human body. So we had discussed about our organ system which are present inside our body, like what? Respiratory organ, okay, respiratory system, skeletal system, muscular system, digestive system, circulatory system, excretory system, and also we have discussed about the external organs which are seen outside our body, right, and internal organs which are seen which are inside our body, right. So today we will be going in detail about the internal organs, right. Which organs are internal organs, all will learn today. Okay. First of all, your class 3. Today's subject is what? Science. Right. Then today's date. Today's date is 9/6/20. Alright. Then internal organs. We already know about internal organs, that internal organs are those organs which are present inside our body. Right. Number 1 point says about the brain. Now, where do we have brain? Here. Yes or no? But can we see the brain? No. Why? Because it is the internal organ of our body. Right? So let us see. Brain. It is located inside the head. Right? Okay. And it is protected by the skull. The bone which is present here. Alright. The bone which is present here. These are known as skull. Right? Here, these all are what? Bones. This bone is known as skull, and our brain is protected by this skull, right? And where is the brain located? It is located in the head, which is protected by the skull. Alright? Okay. It sends the message to different parts of the body and tells us what to do, and also helps us to think. This brain, we say no, when we do some kind of mistakes, our senior or our friends or our parents, what they say? That we do not have brain. We are not using our brain. That means what? Brain help us to think and do our work. Right? Alright. Next point we talk about, okay, first of all we are talking about internal organs, right? Internal organs. Internal organs. Now, in these internal organs, what are the organs? Number 1 we have discussed about what? Brain. Right. Brain. Now number 2 we will discuss about what? Heart. Number 2 we will be discussing about our heart. Now where is heart? Here. Right. Now can we see this heart? No. Why? Because this organ is also present inside our body. So that is why we call it as internal organ. Right? Okay. Heart. It lies on the left side of the chest cavity. Right hand, right side. Left hand, left side. So our heart, it lies on the left side of the chest cavity. Understood? Left side of the chest. Alright. Then it pumps the blood to various organs of the body. Now, who gives blood to us in our body? It is the heart. It is the heart. Heart pumps the blood and it always distributes the blood throughout the body. Right? Okay. Blood is carried through blood vessels. From the heart, the pipes, that is the blood vessels, we call it as blood vessels. For example, to get water to your home, what do? We put a pipe from the boring to your house, right? In that, with the help of that pipe, water comes to your house. In the same way, our human body, they have a pipe which is known as blood vessels. And inside that vessel, the blood is transported from one part of the body to the other part. Right? Okay. Next we talk about stomach and intestines. Next we will be talking about number 3 point. We are talking about stomach and intestines. Stomach and intestines. Alright, we are talking about stomach and intestines. these are also the organs which is present inside our body, right? We eat food from the mouth, yes or no? Whatever we eat from our mouth. It passes through the food pipe here. Once we take the food in our mouth, it swallows from here. This is known as food pipe, as well as windpipe. We will come to know about it later on. So first you know about the food which you eat from the mouth. It passes from this path that is known as food path. Alright, food pipe, and then reaches to the stomach. With this pipe, it reaches to our stomach here. Alright, next, from the stomach it further enters the small intestine. Inside it we have intestines. Two intestines are there. One is small intestine and another one is large intestine or big intestine. Alright, then it further enters the small intestine and then to the large intestine. The intestine, the stomach and the intestines are located inside our abdomen and forms a part of our digestive system. So all this whatever we have talked right now, from eating the food from the mouth, passing from the food pipe, then it goes to the stomach. From the stomach it reaches to the small intestine and then to the large intestine. All this process is known as what? Digestive system. And we can say that all these organs comprises the digestive system. Alright? Okay. Now these organs break down food into simpler substances with the help of the digestive fluids inside our body. Okay, inside the digestive system organs, there is one fluid which helps the food to break down, to cut into small pieces and make it familiar to our body so that we can digest it properly and get energy to do any kind of work, right? Okay, that our body can use. As I have already said you that though there are some fluids which are helpful or which are used to cut the food into smaller pieces so that our body can utilize that to get energy and to do all kinds of work. Alright? Okay. This process is called digestion. Which process is called digestion? The food which we are putting into our mouth for eating, that food which passes from the food pipe, then goes to the stomach, then reaches to the small intestine, then big intestine, and then all these fluids, they help to cut the food into smaller particles, smaller pieces, so that we can utilize that food properly. Alright, this all things, or this whole part comprises the digestion process. Alright, okay. Next we talk about kidney. Next we will be talking about kidney. Kidney. Now, kidney is also the organ which is seen or which is present inside our body. We cannot see the kidney from outside, right? Okay. Kidney. There are two bean-shaped kidney inside our abdomen. That means inside our this stomach or this part, we have two kidney. Bean-shaped. Bean-shaped means what? Do you know that beans which we eat? Beans. Like this. We have this shape, two bean shape inside our abdomen, inside our body. Right? Now, there are two bean-shaped kidney inside our abdomen. They filter the blood and remove all the waste from it. With the help of this kidney, what we can do? We can purify the blood. Alright, we can purify the blood. Means what? We can make the blood pure. All whatever waste are present in the blood, this kidney helps them to remove it. Alright, and then what we get? We get the pure blood throughout our body with the help of this kidney. Right, and how many kidneys are there inside our body? Two. What is the shape of the kidney? Bean shape. Bean means what? The bean which we eat as a food, right? That is known as bean. Alright, example, you can see rajma. Okay, rajma. The shape of the rajma is same like the shape of our kidney which is present inside our body, but not in small in size. No, I said the shape of the kidney is same like bean shape. Alright, but not in size. Alright, because if it is small, it will be very small. No, that is not the thing, right? These waste are then removed from the body in the form of urine. when this kidney purifies the blood, what happens? All the waste, whatever is left over, that comes out from our body in the form of urine. Right? Whatever waste we are getting in the form of urine are the waste that is removed by the help of this kidney. Alright? Next we will talk about liver. This is also a internal organ. Liver. Liver is the largest gland in our body. Alright? Liver is the largest gland of our body, and it is located in the upper part of the abdomen. That means what? We have abdomen here. Alright? We have abdomen here. Then where is this liver located? Just above it. That means here. Alright? Then towards the right side of the body, right side, this side. Okay, this side. The liver is the largest gland in the body, and it is located in the upper part of the abdomen, just towards the right side of the body. It has many holes. It has many roles, but three important ones are as follows. It has many roles, many functions, many work to do. Right? So here three works are given. Three most important works of this liver is given. Let us see what are those. Number one, it produces an important digestive juice called the bile juice that helps in the digestion. Just before I had said you about the digestive fluid, right, which is helping for digestion to break down the foods into smaller particles so that our body can use it. Right? So this liver, they helps to create this digestive fluid. Alright, which is known as bile juice. That helps in the digestion. Right? Number two, it cleans our blood. Like the kidney, the liver also helps in cleaning the blood. Alright? Number three, it stores energy in the form of It stores energy in the form of glycogen. Which gives us energy. Right? Okay. Next we'll talk about bones. The sixth point, which is inside our body or the internal organ, is what? Bones. As we know, without bones, our body would be shapeless. Alright. Now, bones gives the shape to our body. Already I have said you this. Okay. Next, there are 206 bones in our human body. Okay, which forms the skeleton. Alright, That means if I ask you how many bones are present in our human body, what will be your answer? Yes, 206 bones are present inside our body. Alright. Next, bones protects the soft organs. Soft organ means what? All these internal organs. Alright. Next, for example, the skull protects the brain and the rib cage protects the heart. Alright. Brain, it is protected with the help of this skull. Yes or no? This bone is protected. This protects the brain. Then heart, we have the bones here also, no? Rib, that is known as rib cage. Cage means what? Box. And these bones which is present here, they act like a box for protecting the heart. Alright? Okay. Now, one fact file is there. Let us see what this fact file says. At the birth, when we are born, an infant's body is made up of around 300 bones. How many bones are present in the infant baby or the newborn baby? 300 bones. Alright? But what we usually, human being, how many bones do we have? We have 206 bones only. right? Next, some bones fuse together as we grow. Fuse means what? They form up with other bones. Alright? They form up with other bones as we grow up, because on this an adult bone has 206 bones. Alright? 300 bones were there when we are born, but when we are growing, our bones are decreasing and it becomes 206. When it is 206, after that the bones will not be decreasing. Alright? So that's why we say how many bones are present in our body. We say only 206. We don't say 300. Why? Because when you are growing, it is decreasing. Then we do not know the exact number of bones present in our body. That's why we say there are 206 bones in our body. Alright? Next we will talk about respiratory system. Respiratory system. This was just your internal organs. Alright? This were just your internal organs. Now we will discuss about the respiratory system. Alright? Okay. Now we will talk about respiratory system. Now, respiratory system consists of a group of organs and the parts that helps us to breathe. Alright, the process which is helping us for breathing, this process is known as respiratory system. What do we call it as? Respiratory system. Alright? Okay. Next, respiratory system consists of a group of organs and the parts that helps us to breathe. Alright? Now, the nose, the windpipe which is present from the nose to here. Here also we have one pipe. Alright? The nose, the windpipe and the pair of lungs are the organs of our respiratory system. So, for this respiratory, what are the organs which is needed? Number one is your nose. Number one is your nose. The number two, we will talk about windpipe. We will talk about windpipe. Alright? Then the third organ will be our lungs. How many lungs we have? Two lungs, that is one pair. One pair of lungs. Alright? Okay. The respiratory system consists of a group of organs and the parts that helps us to breathe. That means what? Respiratory system means what? Those organs which is helping us for breathing. Right? Then we'll talk about the organs which is helping us to breathe. Those are number one, your nose. Number two, your windpipe. Then number three, we talk about the pair of lungs. Pair of lungs here. Alright? When we breathe, our chest becomes brighter, right? Yes, when we are leaving our breath, it again comes to the normal position, right? Now that we'll discuss here in this topic only, respiratory system. Alright, first point we'll talk about nose. We breathe in and breathe out through our nose. If we do not have nose, can we breathe? Yes, we can breathe with the help of our mouth, but the air which we are breathing, that will not be pure. Alright, but our nose is very much helping us in breathing purpose. To take in oxygen and to take out carbon dioxide, we need the help of this nose. Alright, we breathe in and breathe out through our nose. Breathing is called inhalation. When you are breathing in, this is known as inhalation. This is known as inhalation. Okay. Now when you are breathing out, when you are breathing in, our chest becomes brighter. No. Now when you are breathing out, our chest will become again back to our own place. This is known as exhalation. What do we call this? exhalation. When we breathe in or take in oxygen, that is known as inhalation. Inhalation means what? When we are taking in oxygen inside our body. This is inhalation. Now when we are taking out that air, okay, we give out carbon dioxide, and this is known as exhalation. Understood what is inhalation, what is exhalation? Inhalation means you're taking in air, and exhalation means taking out air from the body. Right? Tiny hair and the mucus, the sticky substances are present inside our nose. You can do one thing. You can put your fingers inside your nose like this, okay? You can feel there are some hairs present there. Right? There are some hairs present inside over your nose. Alright? That hairs, what they do? They purify the air. They filter the air. Alright? All whatever the dust, those are present with the air. When we breathe in, these hairs, they catch all this dust or the waste, and whichever the pure airs are present, those are gone inside our body. Right? Okay. Let us see. The tiny hairs and mucus are present inside our nose, and these hairs filters the air as we breathe in, and thus prevent the dust and the germs from entering our lungs. Right? This hair nose, okay, these are known as nostrils, or you can say about your mucus. Tiny hair, those are known as nostrils or mucus. This helps to purify or pure the air entering the lungs over here. Right? Okay. Muscles also trap dust and mucus also traps dust and germs. Now, whenever the germs or the dust are present with the air, this mucus and the tiny hair are present in the nose. What they do? They help or to attract or trap, to catch all the dust and the germs and enter in our body only the pure air. Right? Next we'll talk about windpipe. Okay. From the nose, the air passes through the windpipe. Here. From the nose, the air passes from the windpipe, okay, and enters to the lungs. This nose, it has a connection with the windpipe, and windpipe has a connection with the lungs, a pair of lungs which is present inside our body. Alright? If I get time, when our school will be started, I will be taking you to the lab also to show this respiratory system. Okay? Okay? Alright. Next we talk about lungs. This is also the part or the organ that is helping for respiratory system. Alright. Next, lungs are located inside the chest cavity, one on each side. That means two lungs are there, one in this side, one in this side. Alright. Then in the lungs, oxygen is absorbed from the inhaled air. Whichever air we are breathing in, that has oxygen, and these lungs, they catch the oxygen, right, and the carbon dioxide is removed from the lungs as exhaled air. Whichever we are taking in oxygen or the air, that is known as oxygen, okay, all the air that you are taking in, that is in the form of oxygen, and all the air that is taken out from the body, that is known as carbon dioxide inhalation or exhalation, that is carbon dioxide. We give out carbon dioxide, we take in oxygen, and we give out carbon dioxide. Alright? Okay. The air that we breathe in has more oxygen, while the air that we breathe out has more of carbon dioxide. As discussed before also, that whatever air we are breathing in, that is what? That is your oxygen. And all the air that we are taking out from our body, that is the carbon dioxide. Alright, so I hope whatever we have learned today, that is very much clear to you, right? So go through your book, go through your chapter, right? It will be very much clear to you. If you have any kind of doubt, you ask. I am always there for your help, right? Thank you.